everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. Today we are going to be talking about Plato's Allegory of the Cave. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for you to check it out. Before we get started though, and I don't want to forget, I'm going to be using the Real Talk Tarot deck. I did the unboxing for this deck not too long ago. It's pretty cool. It's pretty contemporary, not too woke, right balance. Love it. Love this illustrator / author. Beautiful deck. So for the last few weeks, since September actually, I've been getting that compulsion to go back to basic, go back to where I started, and to relearn what I've been learning. I don't know why, and so I've just been going back into my studies. And so far, I've been looking at things from brand new eyes, and one of them today I was looking at the Plato's Allegory of the Cave. So for those who don't know, an allegory is basically using a story to represent abstract ideas or concept or principles. And basically Plato's Allegory of the Cave shows the story of a bunch of slaves in this cave, and they're seeing shadows that a group of controllers are showing and telling them, oh, this is real. So one day one of those slaves was able to get free, got out of the cave, and he experienced the real world, and he was amazed by the beauty, kind of like nirvana, or self-actualization. So you can ascribe it to different. And then once he got the knowledge or got enough information, he decided to get back in the cave to share with his fellow friends the good news, spread the good word, and he was not well received. Is that sound familiar? Sounds like Jesus' story, right? Or any prophet that tried to spread the good news. People are usually not ready to hear the good news or to hear any concept that's different from what they know. I mean, the Matrix. I mean, this. So I'm gonna leave the link so you can check out the full video. It's pretty cool and interesting the way that they explain it. They did a very beautiful job. So the question that I have, the cards, I as I was watching it today, and I'm like, oh wow, this feels like, I guess the first question was, Plato and Socrates aware that we were living in the Matrix? Or was this like one of those accidental happenings, right? Because they talk about Atlantis, if I remember correctly, at least Socrates. Plato was one of his apprentice or students, whatever. So were they aware of the extraterrestrial component effing with us, effing with our worldview? Because if you watch RKX, Jason at RKX is a YouTube channel who talks about how the overseer or those entities has been giving a nudge to a particular group of people since day one so they can rule over us. Again, I wanted to know, so that's why I'm asking this question. Was Plato / Socrates aware that we were living in some kind of illusion. And I know, who cares? Socrates is dead and Pluto is dead, but I think it will help, because I think throughout history there have been prophets or people who have been trying to tell us the truth, but who have been so freaking dead in the head, ignorant, that we didn't really realize. We didn't even realize that people were trying to tell us the truth. We thought, oh, this is a very nice story, very abstract. That's a very abstract idea. That's a very nice allegory. But maybe in truth, they were trying to tell us, trying to wake us up. But we were just too dead in the head to know the truth. So I guess the question is, did Plato or Socrates knew that we live in some kind of cave or simulation or matrix where there's an overseer that control this whole, the whole paradigm, this realm, right? Isn't that? Because depending on how the cards, Six of Cups, usually a card of balance, Ace of Pentacles. So yes, they knew. Ooh, interesting. Two of Swords. In the past. So Nine of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. Clarification. And Five of Swords. Clarification. So that's really interesting. So they knew that there was an overseer. That's pretty cool. The reason why I say with the Two of Swords, so Socrates and Plato knew the truth, but they were stuck. They couldn't, because they were too advanced for their time, I guess. The Nine of Wands. So if you do a little research about Socrates or Plato, Socrates was getting a lot of criticism. People were making fun of him. Maybe they thought he was like this old kook, whatever, for his time. So they were getting a lot of flax, right? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. So regardless, it looks like they worked hard in trying to find a way to convey their message with that Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, about working hard at your craft. So they feel like it was their duty to try to put the information in such a way that can be well received. With the Judgment and the Five of Swords as two clarification. So they work hard, even though they were going to be judged in a negative light for their time. Even though they were going to get Five of Swords, is like, a lot of conflict, a lot of, but they worked hard to present their concept, their idea in such a way that it will stand the test of time with that Judgment card. Because Judgment is about putting the word out. It's the sounding the trumpet of sort. That's pretty interesting. Six of Cups. So we ask, did they know? So they did know. At least they knew enough. Because the Six of Cups, it's about, they knew enough of the past. So the Six of Cups is about sharing. It's about, it's a beautiful card, really. It's about going in the past in order to make sense of the present. So they were able to piece together, Plato and Socrates, or Socrates, or both, enough of the past to understand the world at the time. Wow. that's pretty cool. So because of their level of understanding, their level of, I don't know, spiritual awakening. So they were basically conspiracy theorists for their time. They were telling truth. And they were very, I mean, with that Ace of Pentacles, they had a lot of the information. But people were not ready to receive their information with the Five of Swords. So they got, we heard that Socrates was the people want him dead. He was condemned, sent to trial, and he was how do you say, not pled guilty. He was sentenced to death by his peers because they claimed that he was polluting the youth with his radical ideas. Isn't that interesting? Kind of like Jesus, right? So every time that somebody is trying to awaken people, whatever group of top period, right, these overseers or these cabals or this group, they come in and kill these people, make, whatever. But they knew that we live in a matrix. So that's very interesting. Okay, so now that we know that they know, Socrates and Plato know that we kind of live in some kind of. So is the matrix still running right now? I mean, based on what we see, everything is falling apart. People are learning the truth every day. What goes on in every different sector of industry. So the question is, are we still part of the matrix, or are we still part of the cave? Are we still in the cave, damn it? Or are we halfway through? Where are we in that process? You know, it's an allegory, but are we still in the matrix, in that cave? Because we're starting to find out that the world is not what it seems. We're getting information every day about the moon, about the sun, about the everything. So are we out of the cave yet? Let's see what the cards wants to share. Seven of Cups. So right now, things are unclear. The Hermit, we're not out yet, but we are in the process, in transit with that Hermit card. We're moving. The Emperor in the background, in the past. So the Emperor is usually the good guys, alliance, though they have been in the background, maybe helping, exposing the Hierophant, the bad guys. So these people, those cabals, who know who they are. I did videos about them, so you're welcome to go back and check it out. Seven of Pentacles. So not only that the good guys are exposing them, the truth is coming out little by little. Because Seven of Pentacles is about being patient, contemplation, and waiting for your seeds to harvest, or for your investment to bear fruit, right? So it's as if to say, the bad guys have the good guys in the background has been working hard to expose these Hierophant, these cabal, whatever you want to call them, and eventually you will see more information coming out to expose them, to expose the real truth. So we ask, are we out of the cave? So the card is saying, okay, right now, it doesn't look like it. Everything is very confusing. Everything is nebulous because of the Seven of Cards. The Seven of Cards is a daydreaming card, but it's also a card about facade. It's also a card about dysfunction. So we're seeing a lot of dysfunction right now, but our fortune is about to change for the better. And we're going to see more truth. The Hermit. So we are not out of the cave, but we are digging ourselves out of the cave based on this card. So things are looking confusing, but things are about to change for the better. The Hermit is like, yes, we are moving along because the King of Swords, truths, words, information is coming out in droves, like every day, to the minute, to the hour, to the second. And with the more information that we are learning about the world, the more we're able to progress to make our way out of that cave. The more we're exposing these bad guys, these Hierophant, right? And as a result, you know, through contemplation, through research, and also more information is going to be coming out. Substantial information, factual information, evidence, proof, all of the above is going to come. It's going to come forth. It's going to be just coming out of nowhere, like sprouting out of nowhere. So, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to take 2 more cards. So 8 of Pentacles, so just have to work hard, do your own research. 3 of Cups, there's cause to celebrate, there's cause to, you know, because clearly we're shifting into a better situation. So yes, we are not out of the cave yet, we're getting out of the cave. We're in a process. So I hope this was helpful. I thought it would have been I thought it was cool topics. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, your comments. Do you think that we're still in the cave, or do you feel like we're digging ourselves out? The card says we're digging ourselves out, or I'm sure some people are already out of the cave, right? So I'm here. I'm interested to hear your comments, your likes, your subscription if possible. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I love you. I appreciate you. I don't want to make this video too long, but I thought it would be an interesting topic. Sometimes it's just good to just step away from politics a little bit, just to explore the topics, to see what the cards have to say and insight. And once we have enough insight, we can make a better tapestry and have a better idea of our realm, of our world, right? How it truly looks like. Once we are able to decipher what it is not, then we will know what it is, right? So thank you again. Appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.